Hi, LeGrandzilla here. I wanted to do a little bit of a tutorial and talk a little bit about how to build a model, and I've got probably the easiest model I ever built. Here's the instructions. I don't know if you can see that. There's 7 parts to this little model here. I'm doing this guy right here. He's part of a set, but I'm just doing the Baby Godzilla. The other guy's done. And what I did was, just like in a cooking show, I did part of the work earlier, and I put the hands and feet together on this guy, and I did a little bit of puttying, and I did the head. I still have some more puttying to do on the head, and of course I'm going to have some to do when I get the head on here. But this is the Baby Godzilla, and I don't know how well that's focusing when I'm doing it like this, but I painted his teeth and inside of his mouth, because once you put the mouth on, it's really hard to get in there and paint the teeth well. So I want to dedicate this video to Bob Ross, who is the Chuck Norris of painters. He always talked about how he saw happy little trees when he was painting on a blank canvas. And I don't think he was tripping. I think it was just that he had a really good outlook on life. Seems like he was a pretty cool guy. And so I thought, when I work on this, I try to bring some of the spirit of Bob Ross into it. But anyway, what I did was I cut the extra stuff off these pieces before I put them on. And what you have is, you have like the head and a piece like that, and you take a knife and you cut it off. Now I use an X-Acto knife like this, and they're sharp, razor sharp. And so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll put a cut resistant glove on this hand while I'm holding it, and try to not cut myself. And I don't always do that, but I've been made sorry when I haven't done it at times. Anyway, I want to go ahead and show you how to use super glue. Another thing with super glue, don't get it in your eyes. Super glue used to be used originally on the battlefield. If somebody was wounded, they would seal wounds with this stuff, and it will seal your skin, it will seal your eyes shut. Okay, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just going to put just some happy little glue on the edge of this neck. Put that out of the way. Then I'm going to put this piece on here, and I'm going to line up the little bumpy fins on there, so they're together. Now here's a trick. I'm going to try to get it so I got it pretty much where I want it. This is Arm & Hammer baking soda in this little cup. It's not cocaine or anything illegal. And I'll get this a little closer where I want it. Okay. And you take this stuff and you can sprinkle it, just happy little sprinkles, in the spot where that glue was, and it just fills the gap. And what it does is it bonds that glue. It makes the glue set a lot faster. It's like set. So now that I've got that on there, I want to get the excess off. And so, just like when you blow out your candles on your birthday cake, swallow first. That's what I always tell the kids. Swallow first before you blow on those candles, and blow on it. Or, if you're really a sanitary freak, you can use this stuff and get it off that way. Now, this thing is sealed just real good right now. Now the next thing I'll do, I always have I use butter dishes and lids all the time, and I put some water in this one take a small brush, get a little water on there, and this is Liquitex modeling paste. You can use other brands, but it's a modeling paste, and it's I get a glob of it. It just looks like white pasty stuff. And you can take this stuff, and there are little tiny pinholes in this vinyl. And so what I like to do is just try to fill them a little bit. You know, so I'm always looking over my glasses. That is a characteristic of mine. I look over my glasses when I work. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but I'm rocking to a little bit of Gorillaz in the background. I like to have a little music going when I work on my models. Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm putting just a little bit of, just some happy bits of modeling paste on the neck. Trying to get a little bit of water with the modeling paste to get the right consistency, and I don't quite got it. Okay, that's better. Don't want to overdo it, but I want to get something on there. And so what I want to do is get it to where when I paint this, you're not going to be able to tell that I did any modeling paste, and you're not going to be able to tell where the glue seams were or anything, and you're not going to be able to tell where the holes were in the vinyl. It's just going to all look just so beautiful, like it was all one piece. That is my goal, because just as Bob Ross is the Chuck Norris of painters, I want to be the Chuck Norris of model builders. And you know, I hope this video isn't super boring for you guys. There's a guy that has been asking me to do more tutorial type things and how to paint Godzilla models and how to do how to build models and how to find different models. And so I'm kind of doing this for him, because I don't know if anybody else in the whole world really cares at all about any of my videos, but if one person cares about my videos, I don't want to disappoint them. And so I appreciate you, man, for checking out my videos and commenting and making me feel like maybe I'm doing something worthwhile. Okay. That's good for now. But here he is. Isn't he cute? Now, when it comes time to paint him, I like to use reference books. Of course, you can get online and look at pictures, but I find these books when I go to like Godzilla Fest and stuff, and here's a picture of kind of what I want him to look like. That's the suit in full color. And so that's what I'm going to try to work with. But when I get going on it, I'm going to use a base color, and it's going to be an opaque base. And I use when you're doing a vinyl model, you got to use acrylic paints. If you use an oil-based paint, it will not ever dry. So you gotta prime it with something that is acrylic, and then you can paint oils over the top of that.